you've been kissing and digging it out with her son. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Tumblr, what's going on? It's your girl, Miss Get It Indie, and I'm on the floor in front of the bed frame, and I am back and here to talk about a very important topic, and that is meeting his parents. So, ladies, this video is strictly for you guys. Make sure you grab a notepad and some popcorn and take these notes down because your time is coming, okay? So, first and foremost, when it comes to meeting your boyfriend's parents or the guy's parents that you're talking to, it's important that you do not rush this process. Everybody moves along gradually in their own time, in their own space, and at their own pace. So it's important that you're not hassling him like, when am I going to meet your mom? When am I going to meet your dad? When am I going to meet you? Just chill out, okay? Because that's also going to show you what position you play in his life. I'm not saying if you haven't met your boyfriend's parents that you're not important, but if he's met your parents and you know that his parents are actively in his life, then we should be making the steps and moving forward to meeting your parents. But don't always think that it's because you're not right. Sometimes guys have things going on with their parents where their parents might not be in their life, or they might not have somebody who they want you to meet because of how that person is. But always make sure that it's clear from the get-go so that you don't feel like, you're less than important. So when that time does come, and it is time to meet his parents or his guardian or whoever he's living with, you guys need to remember 4 things. It's that you need to come in that house visually presentable, okay? You want to make sure that you are appropriate in the way that you're acting. You want to make sure that you are relaxed and not too nervous and fidgety. And you also want to make sure that you're yourself, but not too much, little bitch, okay? Not too fucking much. When it comes to being visually presentable, understand that you are about to meet the person who birthed or takes care of your dude. So you don't want to walk into this motherfucker looking like it's a party. I do not recommend coming in a bralette or a bandeau or some booty shorts, because a mom or a dad or an elder can sense a hoe from a mile away. So if you walk in that house looking the part, guess what? You guys are most not, it's not going to work for that long, because he going to shit, okay? You're going to be X'd out. Find the happy medium between what's being overdressed and what's being underdressed. Underdressed is some pajamas or some sweats. Like, if you guys meet on a fluke, then that's different. If you guys meet and you just so happen to be in some sweatpants, then, that's okay. But if you know that you are going to his house specifically to meet his parents, or you're about to go somewhere to meet his parents, then wear some jeans, wear a shirt, wear some boots, wear some earrings, something that says you are a respectable young lady, but you're not trying to do too much. So put them titties away and make sure that ass is covered up. Okay? Okay. When you find the right outfit and you come to the house and you look presentable, after you are visually presentable, you want to make sure that you and your actions are appropriate. So it's always a nice gesture for you to walk in someone's house and compliment their space or thank them for taking the time out to meet you. It's not like you're kissing their ass, but you do want to acknowledge that you appreciate them, wanting to get to know who it is that their son is liking, or who it is that their son is spending their time with. So always thank them for taking the time out to meet you. And if you don't want to do that, always thank them for inviting, you to their space. Always just be appreciative of that opportunity, because it's a lot of little bitches who are not going to get to meet the parents. So you are the main one, and you best to be the only one meeting the parents, okay? Y'all already know. So, yes, you want to be appropriate. And after you are in the house and you've complimented the space and you've thanked them for taking the time out to meet you, watch what the fuck you said, okay? And just know that just because you think that they ain't around, you better be careful about what you saying to your little dude when you think that nobody's listening, because trust and believe, my brother has had girls all up and through this motherfucker, and I have ducked and dodged the corners, okay, because I'm his little sister, but I'm his older sister. I know some of y'all know what I mean. So I wish a little bitch would come in this house trying to talk nasty on the low because they think that ain't nobody. Bitch. Be respectful at all times. And when you think that you're alone, it's a setup. It's a setup. Okay? You're not alone. You're not alone. Not for the first time you've been in that house, little girl. You're not alone. So always be respectful. Make sure you're not walking in there cussing and talking about a whole bunch of inappropriate things that you need not talk about, especially being in there for the first time. Now, even if you feel like the environment is okay for you to chillax and cuss and do all the shit, you know what I'm saying? Don't do it on the first time. Wait till you actually in there and able to open the refrigerator without having to ask somebody for something to drink, okay? So just Just chill the first time. Make sure that the content of what you're talking about is appropriate. Make sure that your diction, your word choice, whatever you're saying is appropriate. You don't want to be talking about some crazy shit, and you don't want to be cussing all over the place the first time that you meet his parents. Now it's about being relaxed. You're in the door, they see what you look like, they appreciate the compliments, and that, you know, you're talking to them really nice and politely and respectfully. Now it's about being relaxed. I know that it's a big deal to meet somebody's parents or their guardian for the first time, but understand, if you're fidgeting and if you're nervous and if you're shaking, everybody's gonna know, and we gonna think that you got something to hide. Or we just gonna think that you can't take being around some real motherfuckers. Cause I wish a motherfucker would. I mean, me as a sister, I can say that I am very intimidating because I want the best for my brother. But if you shaking like a stripper in this house and all we doing is just chilling, having a little dinner and a little convo, I'm gonna think that you can't stand to be around a real motherfucker. Which means you can't be with my brothers. But regardless, do your best to be relaxed. If you get hit with a hard question, really take the time to answer. You don't have to come back quick. What's your favorite color? Whoa! How old are you? 21! Don't do that. Just be easy. You know, and if they ask you about some things that you don't want to answer for the first time, know that even though they are your elders and they are the parents of your boyfriend, you don't have to take absolutely every question that they ask you. If these parents are just off the wall and they're asking you, well, how many boys have you kissed? How many boys have you been with? How da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Stuff like that is not to be asked on the first date, and I personally feel like stuff like that is none of the parents' business, period. If you're asking how many people that I have been with, and you're asking, you know, questions that really I should be discussing only with my dude, then I don't feel like I need to ask and, you know, answer those questions. But there is a way to say that, you know, you don't want to answer something. You can just say, you know what, I actually don't feel comfortable with that. One second. The last thing that you want to do is to be able to show off some of your characteristics. You know what I'm saying? So you want to show them who you are as a person, but not too much. Because remember, even though we cool right now, you've been kissing and digging it out with her son. When it comes to being yourself, you want to make sure that you're giving them your personality. So if you're funny, don't try to hold back your funniness just because it's his parents. I mean, be respectful with the jokes that you're doing. You don't want to talk about, like, dick jokes and balls jokes and stuff like that, because me, I have a really dirty type of humor. Then again, my whole family kind of has dirty humor, but I'm not going to take that elsewhere for the first time that I meet somebody. You know what I'm saying? And they might be the same way. The parents might be the same way, but you never know on the first date with the parents, so just chill out. But it is important that, you know, with the information that their son has been feeding you, or feeding them about how great and awesome you are, show them that. You know, show them those characteristics that he's been bragging about you, because they want to see it, and they've been hearing so much about it. It's important that you do kind of give those little pieces away of yourself. But like I said, you don't have to go above and beyond to impress somebody's parents. It's just about being relaxed and being appropriate, and once you do that, the rest is just going to come to you really, really easy. So just always remember those 4 things when it is time to meet the parents. You want to walk in there, be confident, be visually presentable. You want to make sure that you're appropriate in the content that you talk about, in the way that you speak, and the words that you use. You want to make sure that you're relaxed, even though it is a difficult situation to kind of be in. And last but not least, just be yourself, be relaxed. And if that's something that they can't appreciate, then maybe you do need to rethink, you know, where this relationship is going. And I'm not saying that just because his family doesn't like you that you should stop messing with him. But down the lines, if you're looking to get into a serious relationship, family does kind of come into play. And it will make it difficult if, you know, you're not the most liked by his family. I'm not saying it won't work, but it definitely makes things difficult. So just take the time to do all of these things and you'll be fine. I know you're an awesome chick. As long as you ain't a hoe, then you're gonna be fine. Okay, so just be awesome, stay awesome, relax, and you got this. And shit, while we right here, my new song Fractions is on iTunes, and the Get It Indie EP is on iTunes, and episode 5 of the Get It Indie Life is coming, and I got so many events coming this month, so y'all just make sure you stay tuned, because we're gonna get it popping all month long. And I'm also gonna be doing a question and answer, Q&A, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Have your questions ready, and I'm gonna do it just like I did the last one, where you guys can send in videos to my email, and I'll put you guys in the shit. So yeah, if you guys aren't already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at They Live Indian. We're just gonna keep it popping, okay? Okay. Love you guys.